Welcome back to Market on Close. It is time now for Overlooked Stocks. Joining me now, George Tsilis, Senior Markets Correspondent. All right, my friend, thank you here as always. A few minutes after it moved fresh all-time highs. We're taking a look at Magnite, rallying now to a new 52-week high earlier today. Tell us a bit more about this name. What's behind the move and the new street high price target we just got on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look across the board in the ad technology stack, we know of companies that compete with Magnite, which include companies like Trade Desk and Roku. And one of the things about Magnite that's quite compelling, I think, is it's really the largest independent sell-side omni-channel ad platform. So in essence, they provide publishers of advertisements as well as bidders who want to display their advertisements across mobile applications or connected TV. This is really an independent platform which does provide value to, publishers and of course those who are looking for advertised placements to actually bypass the traditional locked-in networks and of course platforms that include Google, for instance, or even Amazon. And so some of the partners that Magnite has include some of the behemoths in the digital ad space, but also in the media space like Disney and Roku, but also Netflix. They do compete primarily with Google and Amazon, which typically like to have sort of a lockdown version of how the advertisement model is put forth on their platforms. But nonetheless, if you look at some of the news that's been a catalyst for Magnite, Amazon is actually partnering up with Roku, and so that's creating some positive spillover effects for Magnite, which already has an ad-sponsored relationship with Roku platform. But overall, this company has performed exceptionally well. If you look at the last 6 months, it's up about 40%. It's following suit with Roku, which is only up about 18%. The other thing is the business seems to be growing in terms of both sales and earnings. There's also other catalysts out there. That includes some struggles from one of their mainstay competitors, the Trade Desk. In fact, if you look at the Trade Desk, that company's stock is down about 40% over the last 6 months, and it's particularly because they've really struggled in revamping and renewing a new operating system, which has caused some challenges for users of their platform. So I think that's provided some opportunities for Magnite, which is hitting new 52-week highs, also some new 5-year highs, being a small cap company around $3 billion and about $600 million in sales.
George, I wonder when you look at this name, do you see this as a genuine good faith breakout moment for the stock or perhaps just a bit of repricing for some previously missed momentum?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both, to be honest with you, JD. If you do consider, what's going on, I mean, Rosenblatt sees it very compelling because Google right now is facing some antitrust issues. Now, they're always facing these issues based on some anti-competitive facts. So if there's a little bit more of a favorable ruling to allow more competition in the advertising placement space, Magnite's certainly going to be a spillover candidate or beneficiary from that. I mean, that's why they actually increased their target to quite a high level from $18 to $39. They actually see some of the stronghold impacts that Google has on the marketplace being abided by or ameliorated just a little bit, which allows Magnite to of course, enhance their program, but also provides value added to their customers, considering the Trade Desk has really been struggling as of late, primarily from a technology standpoint. They had a really big problem rolling out a new operating system, which has caused the stock to crater, particularly in the last 2 quarters. So I think there's, this is a breakout based on fundamental merits. I mean, like I said, if you look at the forward earnings multiple for this name, it's around 20 times earnings. Sales growth is in the 20+% range. EBITDA growth is in the 15% range. So it's not trading at outlandish valuation, but I think it's a small cap player in the niche space of the buy and sell side advertising model and market. They're gaining market share, and I think that's one of the compelling reasons why the stock is trading so nicely to the upside.
All right, George Tsilis, thank you as always for that breakdown on a name that maybe we should pay a little bit more attention to. George, thanks a lot.